Well, welcome everybody. I know it's been a long time since I had a guest, but I do have a guest. I'm gonna introduce her, but I'm gonna also let her introduce herself. This is Tyler King, and I met her in a workshop that we were in together. So, Tyler, could you please
Yes.
introduce yourself and just give a little bit about what you do?
Yes, hi everyone. My name is Tyler King, and I'm the owner and founder of Level Up Fun Fitness. And what I do is basically find a fun way to basically share my passion of exercise with everyone that I meet. So I cater to the 55 plus community mostly, but there are so many people that can benefit from exercise. People that are beginners, people that, have found themselves in a place where they want to exercise, but they just find that it's so boring, or it's just they don't look forward to it. So, I come in and I bring the fun, I bring the happy, the energy to get people motivated so that they can work out and make it a part of their lifestyle, because it's only a part of, if you don't do it daily and you don't have a consistent workout regimen, it's not really going to work out for you. So that is what I do. That's my goal, is just to get everybody up and moving and taking care of their bodies, and just living a healthy lifestyle so that they can, live long and enjoy their life and, have time with their family and friends and have that energy they need.
Tyler, I want to say
Oh,
I love that explanation. You just hit me
yes.
so much.
Mhm.
I'm doing a survey right now on Facebook
Yes.
about exercise, because my article that's coming out on Saturday is about
Yes.
exercising. And you'll be surprised how many people stated consistency is something
Mhm.
that they struggle with, and also motivation. And the funny thing is, I did not even have motivation as an option, but so
Mhm.
many people tend to struggle with that.
Yes.
What is it about the consistency and the motivation that you believe in your field,
Mhm.
because you're a trainer, you're a coach,
Yes.
health coach. So what is
Yes.
it that you feel is the hardest thing for people to continue or to get started with the consistency and the motivation and to be motivated to work out?
Yeah, definitely. A lot of times people will say it's the time. They don't have the time to do it. But we all know you make time for what you really want to do, right? You will make the time. So what that ends up making me believe is that when they work out, they look at it as a task, as something they have to do. Oh, I got to do that. So when it's not fun and if it's not something that you're looking forward to, you tend to find a lot of excuses not to do it, or to find, oh, well, I have this to do and I have that to do. I'm too busy. But if it was something that was fun and something that you looked forward to going to, you wouldn't make any more excuses. You would say, oh, I can't wait to go to my class. Just like you can't wait to do other things that you enjoy and you love, you look forward to it. Your mindset has a whole different attitude towards it. So then you want to do it more. And then when you're in the exercise, you tend to work harder. You have other people that are around you that are like-minded, that want to get in shape and live a healthier life. And they motivate you, because let's just be honest. People say, oh, I can work out at home by myself. I can just turn something on and start working out. But a lot of times, sometimes people are sitting there eating dinner while they're looking at people work out, and they're doing all other types of things like running errands, and they're not really working out. And if it gets to a point where it's too hard, they just give up. They don't, no one's pushing them. There's no accountability. But if you're in a class with me and you see other people doing it, you may take a quick break, but then you get right back into it. So it actually pushes you to work harder. And then, the instructor is going to end up looking around the room. And then when they see you not moving, then it'll kind of, you're going to get up and start moving, because you don't want to be that one person in the class that's not doing anything. So it's almost like a healthy peer pressure, in a good way.
Right, right. I understand. I know I used to have a membership at the Y, and only
Yes,
because they had the classes.
yes.
And for me, because I'm asthmatic, but it's only when, like, if
Mhm.
I'm not consistent with my exercise. So when I start
Right,
doing it, then I start getting the wind blown out of me, and I'm like,
right, right.
so
Yes.
I understand. I would be the one to be like, have fun. I'm taking a break.
Right, right, exactly. And you know what? If you're looking at something on YouTube or on the internet, wherever you watch, it's easy to just, as soon as you get a little winded, you just stop. But when you're in a class in person with other people, or you're outside doing a class or whatever it is, or if you're like us, like kind of we're engaging each other. And if I see that I'm like, hey, April, get up, let's go. You have someone directly watching you real time and helping you stay motivated. So that makes a big, big difference.
So you stated something else, and I don't know if you caught it. This is something else that I just found out through my research. I just started this research, I want to say either Saturday or Sunday. So I haven't been on lately to try to tally up for yesterday, but accountability. A lot of people said that they don't exercise because they don't have an accountability partner.
Yes.
I could relate. My best friend lives in Memphis and I'm here in Indiana. So we're in Fort Wayne. So that's miles apart, and she's my accountability partner. Thank God for my fiance, because now we try to keep each other accountable. But how important is it for people to have that accountability, or just somebody to help them stay motivated? Do you consider that very important?
Yes, it's very important to have someone to be accountable to, because you can set a goal, you can say you're going to do something in your mind and in your head, but it's almost like if I tell you, April, like, I am going to do this at this time, then in my mind, psychologically, I'm like, oh my gosh, I just told April that I was going to do this by this time. So then when it gets close to that deadline, and if I hadn't done it, it's going to make me get to a point where I'm going to get moving and get, do whatever it is I said I was setting my goal for. So it's the same thing with the exercise. If you tell me, oh, I'm going to stop eating, sugar for a week or something, and then that I'm going to come back and ask you, oh, April, did you cut out the sugars for the week like you said? And then you're going to say, oh my gosh, I have to face Tyler now and say that I had a candy bar, on Thursday or whatever it is. So it motivates you to stay accountable by knowing that you have someone to answer to. If you don't really have anyone to answer to, it's easy to kind of cheat a diet or to cheat a goal or whatever you set your mind to do, and to just weasel out of it. But when you have that accountability partner, that person that's working with you alongside you, cheering for you and motivating you, it makes all the difference in the world to helping you actually attain your goals. And if you fall off, I may say, all right, April, you ate that candy bar. Now, we're going to have to make sure we're staying on track. I can motivate you to help you to keep going. Because sometimes when people say, oh man, I ate that candy bar, oh, well, I might as well just give up and not worry about it. If you have an accountability partner, they can encourage you to keep going even when you slip, or you cheat the diet, or you don't follow through with what you said you were going to do. So I believe it's so important to have somebody. You really do need somebody to help keep you accountable.
I think that is so awesome. I know this is the first time that I'm ever implementing a full challenge with my business and everything. And I wanted to make it a little bit fun for people. So I'm trying to, with every new series or every new article, I'm implementing a type of challenge.
Good.
This week I'm doing it's a 7-day no junk food
right. I saw it. I was like, wow.
I'm learning how hard and how tempted I am. I'm not, I could be healthy, but then again, I like the junk food,
Yes.
And so, yes, I'm like, it's killing me. Today is day 3 for me.
Wow.
And it's like, oh goodness.
Wow, that's amazing. That's good that you're on day 3 and you're still, you've kept up with it till day 3. That's amazing.
Yes, I substituted my chips for barbecue peanuts.
So you were able to find something that's a healthier alternative.
Right.
Wow.
So, yeah, that was better than my barbecue chips, to be honest. So,
see?
Okay, I could do that.
Yes. And you know what? And that's the whole thing is, once you wean yourself off of something for a while, honestly, you'll start to lose the taste for it, because you hadn't had it in so long. And then you start to realize, my body really didn't need this anyway. So why was I stuck on the chips or the soda or whatever it is, you know,
Right.
the candies? And you realize I don't really need it. It's not, there's no nutritional value. Let's just put it that way. So
Exactly.
why was I so addicted to it?
Exactly. Can you tell us, like, what are the benefits for exercising? What are the benefits?
Yes, definitely. I want to give you some top ones that I'll tell you. It actually helps with controlling your weight. So if you exercise daily, you get into a good routine. It actually helps you because you know how some people say, I'm just trying to maintain. And honestly, some people are at that point where they get to a certain size and they want to maintain it. And that consistency of working out, it helps to keep you from gaining any more weight, or even having any other health problems. So people don't really think about that as well. So controlling your weight, that's one of the biggest things. Another thing is reducing the risk of heart disease. Because you know, your doctor will always tell you, oh, you need to go work out, exercise, keep good heart health, get your cardiovascular system strengthened, be able to get the flow of blood going through your body, the oxygen. And you'll find that if you don't exercise a lot, or regularly, you put yourself at risk as you age and you get older. Because remember, our bodies are just slowly, you know, we're getting older, so we're not healing as fast as we used to. Things aren't working like they did. You don't heal like you did when you were younger. So you have to take extra care when you get older. And I think a lot of us just take that for granted. And then you get to a point where the doctor mandates you to exercise. And they're like, look, if you don't start exercising, these are the consequences of what could happen. So that's another thing. And then it's one of the other things I found is to help your body manage the blood sugar and insulin levels. So that was a really interesting thing to see, that exercise actually helps you to do that. And I wanted to it says that you can cut down the risk of all types of diseases and everything that can happen to your body by just being able to manage that blood sugar and insulin. And I know a lot of people have issues with that. So, you know, that's something that you have to, you know, stay mindful, you know, just always, just even if you did something, walking, a run, you know, it doesn't have to be extreme. Just do something, have some movement. Remember, our body is made, we have joints, we have all these parts of our body that helps us move. So it's pretty evident that our bodies were made to move and to stay active. So we're only hurting ourselves by not moving and not keeping ourselves active. We're actually hurting our own bodies. And one thing, I don't know if you've known that it helps you quit smoking. So if someone out there is a smoker, exercise can
help you
actually
quit
help
smoking?
you.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So, yeah, it says it makes it easier to quit smoking because it reduces your cravings. So, and the withdrawal systems. So can you imagine, by just doing that can actually help you with kicking the habit of smoking, you know? So with all the other things that you're doing to help, you know, to stop smoking, exercise is one of the main things you can do to help with that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So I know a lot of people think it's, I'm gonna say it's a myth. A lot of people believe that they have to at least have an hour of exercise a day. Can you elaborate on what is the most qualified or the most amount of time that individuals actually need to
Sure. You know what, to be honest with you, when we do our classes, after about 45 minutes, if you really give a good go at it, after 45 minutes, you are good. You really don't even need to do that hour, because you know what happens after the 45 minutes, 45 minutes around that time frame? You really start scaling back because your body is so depleted at that point. You're so tired, you're so worn out. So it's like you're going, but then you're going at such a slower pace. So you're not really getting to your peak levels at that point. You're just doing what you can because you know, oh my gosh, this class is an hour. I got to keep going. So then you really start scaling back. You don't go to your full potential because you know, like, oh my gosh, I still got 15 more minutes or 20 more minutes. If you do about 45 minutes, I would say that's at most what you would need to do. Give a full go for 45 minutes. And this is including warm up and cool down. 45 minutes is, all of that is included in the 45 minutes. Give it a good go and you'll get a good workout just from that. You don't need to do like 3-4 workouts in a day. I mean, that's just tearing up your muscles anyway.
Right.
You know?
That's what I was, because I know a lot of people believe that they need to get that hour.
No.
And for myself, I'm gonna walk into, like, when I'm doing my walks, I like to do it in the morning, but I'm gonna get my walk in until I know my body says that's enough.
Right, right. And then, you know, and that's going to be different for everyone because depending on where you are in your fitness journey, whether you've been exercising for a long time or if you're a beginner, remember, you don't want to go too hard. If you're a beginner, 30 minutes may be all you can do. You know, if you are just starting out or you had a lot of bad habits, maybe you have obesity or you have a lot of conditions going on, 30 minutes may be all you can do, and that is enough. Like if you go full out for 30 minutes, warm up, cool down included. But I would say for most people, regular, just working out and doing it on a regular basis, I would say 40, 45 minutes tops.
Okay, that's not bad. Like that, right there, I think is a decent time frame because you still are able to give yourself that breathing time and still go about your day. So I think that is awesome. You also stated that even for people with conditions, what do you think would be the best thing for individuals with disabilities or people who are unable to have the full function of their bodies on a regular basis, or has had a traumatic change in their lives to where they can't move like they used to?
Oh, yes, I would definitely recommend. There's a program that I'm a part of, Silver Sneakers, and just doing the exercises using a chair. You would be surprised the exercise and the workout that you can get from working out in your chair. I mean, you can have some weights and you could just sit down and work the weights. Instead of standing up, you can just do the weights from your seated position. And then you can also use the chair. Like, let's say I have my chair in a position here and I'm holding onto the chair and I can do a lunge where I'm going up and down, doing a lunge position here, and I'm holding the chair. And then even from the squat position here, I could squat down, sitting back, and then coming up. And then using the chair without putting all the pressure on my whole body, I can do it that way. So, and then you can just do even like some meditation and even some stretching, just reaching out, stretching out one side, then the other, rolling the shoulders. You can work on that range of motion in the body, just going all the way around, stretching out. So there's so many ways that you can just do a nice exercise just from sitting down. And even like you're sitting down and I'm holding my knee and I can hold and extend my leg out and bring it back in. You know, there's so many ways that you can do it without being so extreme. April, I find that people aren't really even into those extreme workouts anymore. They just want to do something that they can manage, that can get their heart rate up. Right. They can feel a good burn, and they're good to go.
And so I like the exercise that you're demonstrating. I think that is awesome. What about those individuals that are in a wheelchair or those who have had stroke patients? Is there, and their hands and legs can't move like they're used to. Is there anything that you think they will be able to do?
Well, they can do definitely exercises like moving, if they're able to move their fingers and get some movement here. And then if they have any limited, they can just kind of move. If they're able to get like some type of movement, shoulders working, kind of going in and out, moving, you can kind of put the head to the side, different movements and rotating around and back, forth. So there's so many things that they can do depending on how, severe the disability is. But they're definitely, like, let's say if there's no movement in the legs, definitely if someone can get them maybe some weights, or maybe, they have those weights that you can actually strap onto your hand as well. And then you could use those as well. If they have an issue with kind of gripping, then they can just have that taped around and then they can just kind of have it there as they build the muscle and move a little bit. So there's just so much that can be done, and there's really no reason not to exercise. There's always there's always something that you can do. And even keeping up lively with the music, you'd be surprised that with the music and you feel lively, it wakes you up and makes you feel alert, especially if you hear something that you really love, a good beat, maybe a song that takes you back to a good memory, and it kind of motivates you to keep going and move a little bit more, whatever the, you know, the range of motion is for you, you know. It's all about how you feel and getting moving, and just it just takes you to a whole different place.
That is great. I like how you said the music, because I like
Yes.
listening to gospel.
Yes.
I was listening to a podcast while I was working out, but I prefer gospel. I tried listening to Sierra and doing a workout. I got too excited.
Right.
Concentrating.
Yes.
But if I'm devoting my time to the Lord while I'm exercising, I'm able to give thanks to Him for all of His creations.
Yes, that is right. And they have some really good, you know, gospel music that has a nice upbeat where you can work out and move. All you would have to do really is put together your playlist to kind of select the songs. And once you have that playlist together, I mean, you could go for a run, jog, walk, you know, speed walk, whatever it is that you do.
Right. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Tyler, oh my goodness, this has been great. I love this interview. This is some great information. Can you please let everyone know where they can find you?
Yes. So I am on Level Up Fun Fitness. It's a Facebook page, so you can find me there. And then also I'm on Instagram at TC0123. So those are two of the main places where I place a lot of my exercises. Sometimes I put some things on LinkedIn, but not that much. So if you search me, Tyler King, on LinkedIn, but the main ones will be my Facebook page, Level Up Fun Fitness. And then you can just like and subscribe, and then that way you can see all the workouts and follow what I'm doing. And just feel free to share the workouts and tag people, and, you know, also just kind of get other people involved in helping, you know, everyone to get to a better place in their health and wellness. I mean, it's so important to our longevity.
Right. Are you on YouTube?
Yes, I do have a YouTube. So I'm on YouTube as well. So I have the Level Up Fun Fitness on YouTube. So I have my videos that I share on YouTube, and then also I connect it to my Facebook. So you can find me on those. I would say the YouTube, the Level Up Fun Fitness Facebook, and then the Instagram at TC0123. Those are the main ones where I post a lot of the content. Perfect. Yeah, and feel free to follow me, share, and, you know, get others in on it. And then, you know what I love too is that I don't know, we didn't really talk about it much, but we have a Zumba Gold, because, you know, I do a lot of Zumba. Right. But the Zumba Gold is amazing because it's for active older adults and it's for beginners. So people that, you know, there are some people like, well, I don't know the moves, I don't know how to do that. It's not really about knowing the moves. It's about getting into the music, having a good time, and moving. And, you know, you may not move exactly like the instructor. I don't know too many people that move exactly like an instructor in any dance class. So it's just about you doing your thing and just being so excited about being, you know, in a class with other people and just moving and exercising. And I love that one probably the most because you can go a whole 45 minutes and not even realize you exercise.
Wow.
And you're sweating and everything. And you know, you're like, did I just exercise or was I just at a party? Yes.
And you said that is Zumba Gold?
Yes, Zumba Gold. Yes. So and a lot of people,
how do they
plus.
How do people find that? How do they find that?
Yes. So I have a page on Zumba.com, Tyler King. So I have my page there. But then also I have a lot of my Zumba routines that I teach on Podio. So I have a site where you can actually sign up for virtual classes if you want to do that, and we can just do a class online with other people virtually. So that would be on Podio Fitness with Tyler. And on that link, you could just sign up for whatever classes you want. So it's a great way to just kind of do something and try it out. Like if you want to try a full class and see what it's like, and then you'll find out, oh my gosh, I love this. Yes.
That is awesome. So I hope everyone's able to, to find out or get the information from Tyler.
Yes.
You can find her on Facebook, Instagram. You
Yes.
can even find her on YouTube, and she also has her own
The
web.
on Podio. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, so please feel free to look up. To talk to her if you have any questions. Tyler,
Yes.
I do want to thank you again for this interview. It is
Yes. Thank
so
you.
insightful.
Yeah.
I I have another question before we.
Sure.
So for some people, can you elaborate how much is too much? I know we touched a little bit on it, and you said that
Yeah.
if you go over 45 minutes and your body will start depleting, but
Right.
some people who may want to get started, or for some people who may have difficulties for other reasonings,
Mm-hmm.
how much is too much?
I would definitely say if you do the one class, 40, 45 minutes, I feel like that's good. Where I start to worry is when I see people taking, 3 classes in a row. And then sometimes one of those classes is like a CrossFit type class. And I'm like, there's no way you can do like a CrossFit type of class and then do another cardio class and then do a strength class. And, it's like, what are you really doing to your body? Is it really helping you? Are you really getting into any better shape? Because I'll see that a person that takes one class and they just do it consistently versus a person that may take 3 classes in one day, and then they don't go to the gym for 2, 3 days, and they go on the 3rd or 4th day, and then they take 3, 4 classes in a day. I mean, it just doesn't work that way. Your body is just not going to get the results that you're looking for. If you're looking to tone down, you have to just be consistent. And diet is, of course, the biggest thing. So never let it, don't be fooled by just working out a whole lot. That's not really going to help you really trim down. The diet is the biggest thing. And then you incorporate the workouts on a regular basis. But yeah, don't do 3, 4 in a day. And you need to give your muscles time to relax and recover and really, really rebuild itself. So you really just want to work out and, take a rest and just relax. Now, if you want to do something like maybe you work out and do like a cardio class, and maybe you do like a stretch and yoga, maybe those would be the only 2 I would say, probably doing them back to back. But once again, we don't want to go over an hour doing exercises. I mean, if you want to do 30 minutes of some type of cardio, 30 minutes of a stretch yoga kind of class, then that's fine. Yeah, it's just not, well, you're not competing for like a major event. So there's no reason to go that hard unless you're training for some type of major event or competition.
Because I know I spoke on it, but can you tell us about listening to your body? A lot of people don't understand what that means.
Yes, yes. Like if you are in a position where you are doing, like, let's say, a plank. Let's say even if you're doing a plank move, and then you find that your body is giving you signs that, okay, I need to stop. I need to maybe get on my knees in a supported position and do this plank. When you start feeling pain in a way, and this is not that kind of, oh, I just want to stop because I'm tired. This is like real pain. Like you're really in pain to a point where you feel like you're going to injure yourself or cause damage. Or like if you feel like you're getting woozy, you're getting dizzy, don't keep going if you're getting dizzy, because you're probably going to faint. That's your body telling you you need to stop, calm, just slow it down a little bit. Maybe you need to get some water. Maybe you need to walk it off, take a few seconds. There's no shame in if you're in the middle of the class and you need to go get water, or you need to kind of take a step back from what everyone's doing to kind of regain your, composure and feel right about getting back into the exercise again. I wouldn't tell anyone to push themselves to the point where they're at full exhaustion, because if you get to a point, then you pass out, then, who's to say what may happen? You may fall, hit your head. You never know what could happen. So always be mindful.
Okay. I think that's awesome because I know a lot of people want to go, like, they just have to go the extra mile, just have to do it.
Right.
And a lot of times, your body, because what I'm learning is, especially the older I get, the more I sweat when I am working out. So
Yes.
I'm like, okay, so obviously I'm losing something, so I need to go
Right.
get some water. I need to stop. My body's telling me it's
Right.
time.
Yes, it's telling you it's time, and you can feel it because sometimes you get that weakness. It's like you start to get like a real extreme fatigue. Just stop for a second, let your body like build itself back up. And maybe you need to just kind of walk out a minute, just sit down and recover. And
Right.
I will say, not picking on anybody, but sometimes people will drink heavy the night before and then try to go to an exercise class in the morning. So you really need to listen to your body if you're in that situation, because sometimes that could be an issue as well, and your
Exactly.
body hasn't fully recovered from whatever partying or event you were at last night, and then now you're trying to come into a class. So I
Right.
just thought I should throw that out there. I don't know why that came to my mind, but
Wow.
something to think about.
Right. Right. This is some great information, Tyler, and I'm so
Yes.
thankful that you gave me the opportunity to
Yes.
interview you.
Yes.
So
Anytime.
I do want to thank you again. So if
Yes.
anybody have any questions, Tyler, can you give them where they can find you again?
Oh, yes, sure. At Level Up Fun Fitness on Facebook. It's an actual Facebook page. So you can just like and then follow, and then you'll get all the notifications and all the videos, everything I post. And then also at TC0123 on Instagram. So that's my handle. So you'll find me there. And then also on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel. I'm going to keep that up to date more, just to make sure that people have that avenue as well. Because I know a lot of people like to put stuff up on YouTube. So, and actually I'll put this on there so that people can see it as well. So yes, definitely.
This is
Yes,
a
it's
lot of
Level Up Fun Fitness.
awesome. This is
Mhm.
a lot of good information. So
Yeah.
everyone, if you have any questions, you have Tyler's contact information. For
Yes.
anyone who follows me, you know where to
Yeah.
find me. You can find this on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe.
Yes.
Please hit the notifications so you'll know where
Yes.
to find me. If you
Yes.
find this on my Facebook page, April Chantrace, Life Coaching Experience, you can also like and share. This is some great information, a lot of jewels and gems. Tyler gave
Yes.
a lot of exercise. So
Mhm.
if you know anyone, please go ahead, pass it along. I do want to thank
Yeah.
you all, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. Everyone
Yeah.
have a good one.
All
Bye.
right. Bye-bye. Thank you.